Hey, it's Allison with Nurturing Readers. I want to share with you some amazing books that are going to help your kids understand their emotions and their world. As a school social worker and now a school administrator, I have really seen the power that books can have to open up those important conversations that we need to have with our kids. So let me show you some new titles that do just that. Here's two new ones that highlight some important experiences that our kids could have. Like When You Joined Our Family is all about adoption, and then We're Moving House is all about the common experience kids have of moving. Amna's moving with her family, and this is a simple story that will really prepare your kids for all the excitement and the mixture of emotions that surround the big moving day. We also have a new one called Politeness for Penguins. This one is really fun and silly, but also important because your kids are really going to understand the concept of what it means to be polite, how it's important to share, say please and thank you, hold open doors for others, but most importantly, be kind and think of others first. I love this new one. Now, Otters and Badgers is a sweet new title and with an important concept. It's all about how the otters and the badgers do not get along. They live on different sides of the river. Francie is an otter that's a little different, and she is the best baker around. She sees some delicious looking berries on the other side, on the badger side, and ventures across the river. Well, this creates a lot of conflict, and so this book is all about conflict resolution, and your kids are going to be able to discover how the otters and the badgers can come to an important resolution. It's so important to teach our kids confidence at a young age. We now have a new one in our Miss Molly series. This is Miss Molly's School of Confidence. It's all about Rosie the rabbit, who's scared of many things. She doesn't like trying new activities or making new friends, and then she spends a day at Miss Molly's School of Confidence. So your reader gets to follow Rosie as she learns how to deal with anxiety, feel positive, and grow in her confidence. This is such a good new addition to that series. Now, if you're a fan of The Perfect Fit, you will love One More Try. This one's all about Circle, who loves the tower that the squares and the hexagons have built. But Circle and his friends are rounder and pointier and much wobblier, so making a tower is much more trickier. So when the shapes are ready to give up, Circle asks them to give it one more try. So can Circle find a way to make it work? So we have two new ones in a brand new series. This girl can do anything and this boy can be anything. Here you get to meet Billy. He's ready for anything and he's always is going to bounce back even when things don't go as planned. It's a heartwarming book that celebrates the different qualities and emotions that exist in all of us and will encourage every child to be exactly who they want to be. Here's a really great new one called Who Are You? This one is a joyful, inclusive picture book, and it's a wonderful way to open up discussions about families, where we come from, what makes us who we are, and all the things that makes every child special. I love this new title too. Do you have a kiddo who struggles with worries and fears? Well, you definitely need to check out this new title called All About Worries and Fears. I love this whole series. It's laid out so wonderfully. It's going to address what are worries and fears, what do they feel like in your body, how can they grow, and then what are some coping skills that your kiddos could use to help them overcome some of those different emotions that they're having. I love, love, love this new one. All right, we have another new one called My Beautiful Voice. This one's going to address the common fear of public speaking in a super relatable way. I love this one. It's about the main character who is part of a poetry performance at school. They get super nervous, but they're going to learn that sometimes all it takes is a special teacher to show us how to be brave and discover our own beautiful voice. What a special new title. All right, another great new one is Find Your Happy. I love this one. It's so needed for every kid. It's going to highlight how feeling happy is a wonderful thing, but sometimes we feel sad or angry or frightened or shy. Everyone does. But with a little help from Sloth and the people you love, there's always a way to find your happy. I love how positive this one is, and it really is needed on every shelf.